Sheamus, so short to see. Last week you came down the ring and stuck your nose in my business. Well, this week you pay.
Big Viper, I'm gonna settle the score once and for all. I'm gonna eat you alive, you snake.
And rumour has it, they have ourselves a mystery opponent as well. Woo-hoo. We're shaking in our boots, boys. We're shaking in our boots. Who could it be? Could it be Podge? Could it be Raj? Hell, it could be Hulk Hogan. We don't care. What you're looking at here is the most dominant force in Irish wrestling. This is the Foreign Legion. And tonight, after we tear apart these three boys, we're going to go back to our respected countries and have ourselves a nice glass of Guinness.
Our last match is our main event, and it is the special six-man tag match. Please welcome at this time, the Foreign Legion. Pierre Marceau, Galloway, and Stu.
What a main event we have! What a main event we have scheduled here on the program, ladies and gentlemen. As you heard it at the top of the show, we got this monstrous six-man tag team main event. The Foreign Legion, comprised of the French Paradox Pierre Marceau, Captain D. Drew Galloway, and Stu Sanders, taking on the trio of SOS, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, Vic Viper, and a mystery partner tonight. Who have SOS and Vic Viper recruited to be in their corner? Who is going to fight this war with them? We're going to find out momentarily.
And their opponents. It is the Irish Swiss International Champion, SOS, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy.
And here come their opponents. Firstly, there he is, the IWW International Heavyweight Champion. What an elation for SOS, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, making his way to ringside through the fans.
His partner, Vic Viper.
And there is Vic Viper, the Snake Man, makes his arrival here to the forum for this six-man tag main event. Last week, Stu Sanders took on Dave Steele in a one-on-one match. But that one-on-one match ended up in a melee, as all these five men ended up in a war inside the ring. And that brings us to tonight, and this six-man tag team matchup. But who is the third member of this trio? And the Foreign Legion look very confident, and rightly so. We still don't know who the partner of Vic Viper and the IWW champion is.
And now, please welcome our mystery partner, Manson!
What? Madman Manson! We haven't seen Manson since that Asylum Rules match against the French Paradox, when he was slammed down back first on thumbtacks on 3 separate occasions. But Manson is here tonight, and he looks crazier than ever. Madman Manson has joined forces with Vic Viper and SOS. Oh my God! What a war we've got on our hands. This one is going to be absolutely off the charts. Manson looks like a rabid animal in there. And this crowd chanting for the insane one. I'm very surprised to see Manson back in the ring so soon after the unbelievable beating he took at the hands of the French Paradox. And you can still see some of the marks on the back of Manson from those thumbtacks he landed on just a few weeks ago. Manson had to be taken to a local medical facility after that matchup to receive treatment for his injuries. But he looks ready to go tonight. Obviously, Manson couldn't wait any longer to get his hands on Pierre Marceau. What must the French Paradox be thinking? The bell sounds and we've got Big Viper in there against Stu Sanders. Sanders from Preston, Lancashire, getting ready to lock up with a man from Snake Mountain, and you can feel the intensity in the air for this six-man tag team war. This crowd are rabid for Manson. And you can bet both SOS and Manson along with Viper are chomping at the bit to get things underway. Drew Galloway there on the outside trying to console the French Paradox Pierre Marceau, who must be thinking to himself, what on earth do I have to do to get rid of Madman Manson? Obviously thumbtacks are not going to do it. A collar elbow tie up by Sanders and Viper into a wrist lock by the Snake Man. Sanders now trying to counter and does nicely with the elbow, breaking up the wrist lock and reversing one of his own on Big Viper, and now ramming the arm of Viper over Sanders' own shoulder blade. Viper though countering with a hammerlock of his own. Tag is made to SOS. The heavyweight champion comes in. Both SOS and Viper have been left beaten the past number of weeks at the hands of the Foreign Legion, so tonight is their chance for retribution. But will they be able to get it? I've got a feeling we're going to see everything in this match before it's all said and done. And look at Manson on the outside, climbing all over the ropes. Meanwhile, SOS in control, wrenching the arm of Sanders on the canvas. Stu Sanders is a 2.5-year pro, trained at the Dropkicks Academy in the United Kingdom. But I'm not sure if he's ever experienced action quite like this. Big Viper coming in with a double axe handle to the top of the head from the second turnbuckle on the inside. And now zoning in on that head with his side headlock. But Sanders quick to counter. And here comes the Drew Galloway from the top. Oh, 6'6" of the Drew Galloway down across the arm of Vic Viper with that double axe handle. And now Viper is in the wrong part of town, to say the very least. Look at Galloway distracting the referee. Meanwhile, Sanders and Marceau choking the life out of Viper in the corner. And they just raised the ire of SOS and Madman Manson. But they're not doing their teammate any favors. Viper being victimized in the corner there. And let me tell you, the referee Ricochet is not going to take any nonsense from any of these competitors. He's got his hands full in there. Viper taking head first into that top turnbuckle. And look at the power of Marceau, picking Viper right up on his shoulders. Electric chair. Tremendous impact on the back of the head and neck of Big Viper. And Viper has had a history of neck problems, and that could have seriously hurt him. Nonetheless, he kicked out at about 2.5. Viper is tough as nails. Perhaps the toughest man in the history of Irish whip wrestling. Oh, look at Marceau taunting Manson. Meanwhile, Viper's being mugged in the corner by Sanders and Galloway. Look at Galloway, rapid fire shots to the ribcage of the Snake Man. This is absolutely horrible, but you have to give credit to the Foreign Legion. Things are going exactly how they wanted to go right now. Beautiful vertical suplex by the Drew Galloway, the young 21-year-old from Glasgow, Scotland, in control of cover and no. Galloway only at 21 years old. He's been wrestling since he was 15. But now he's in trouble against Big Viper. Look at those right hands, right to the midsection. Breaking up that front face lock. Viper gets caught, however, and slam face first into the canvas. Forget about it. Viper knocked right in the middle of next week. And that could be the beginning of the end. Stu Sanders in now, double elbow by Galloway, and Sanders lateral press, the hook of the leg. And no, SOS made sure there was no 3 count. Nice suplex into a cover there by Sanders moments ago, but a near fall is all he can get. And this crowd all over the case of the Foreign Legion. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. A shot perhaps a little low into the lower abdomen of Big Viper, and Viper has been in trouble for the past several minutes of this matchup. Unable to make a tag, unable to get any significant offense. And the Snake Man may be snake bitten in a few minutes if this continues. Oh, look at this. Marceau choking Viper with the ropes, and Galloway to the blind side of the ref with that leg drop. Right across the back of the head of Viper, and again, the impact on the neck of Viper as he came down across that middle rope. And SOS and Manson have got to be going crazy over there. There's a cover, and no. The arrogance of the Drew Galloway is absolutely appalling. This man with no respect. Scoop slam by the arrogant one, but he misses the leg drop. And this is the time for Big Viper to make that all-important tag. And listen to this crowd. This is what Irish Whip Wrestling and Whiplash TV is all about. Here comes SOS, the IWW champion, hammering away. Oh, wait a minute, the referee didn't see the tag. The referee never saw the tag, I don't believe it. And now look at this, Marceau coming in. And Big Viper is right back where he doesn't need to be, in the corner of the opposition, being beaten down. The Foreign Legion manipulating this referee to the absolute fullest. And their plan is coming to fruition right now. It's just a matter of time before Big Viper is done. If he can't make a tag. Oh, look at this. Galloway getting a shot in on both of his opponents. SOS and Manson. Manson trying to get in there. And there was no tag made there on the far side. Drew Galloway and Pierre Marceau faking that tag. And it's Viper trapped once again in the corner. And the Foreign Legion at this stage of the matchup are picking their spots against the Snake Man. SOS trying to get this crowd into this matchup. There's the whip, tremendous velocity and a clothesline in the corner. Viper looks like he's absolutely spent. Beautiful snap suplex by Stu Sanders, and a knee drop right to the face. Harley Race-like knee drop right to the top of the head of Big Viper. And another very timely tag by the Foreign Legion. Oh, what a shot to the gut. You could hear the impact of that. Right to the lower abdomen of Viper, lateral press, and... No, wait a minute. Viper with a presence of mind to hook the ropes. Another cover, 2. No, Viper somehow got the right shoulder up. Galloway complaining to the referee. Nonetheless, Viper still in this one. There's the Irish whip. Viper ducks a clothesline. Oh man, a kick to the gut. And a modified drop kick right to the top of the head, and that's got to do it. Viper's not moving a cover, and SOS in there. Interrupts the count. I'm not sure if I've ever felt such intensity for a six-man tag team match in the history of Irish whip wrestling. It's the Foreign Legion against IWW's own SOS, Madman Manson, and a Snake Man, Vic Viper. And look at the Drew Galloway taunting Vic Viper. Viper has been beaten down to a pulp for the past 5 to 10 minutes in this match, but can he come back? He ducks the clothesline. It's occurring to the back of the head. Galloway knocked for 360. And now is the time. Look at Manson on the apron, dying to get in there. SOS getting the crowd behind Vic Viper, but can he make the tag? Here comes Pierre Marceau. Marceau trying to get into the ring. And here comes SOS. The champion's in there now. Reverse neck breaker on Marceau. Oh, look out. A double team, illegal double team. SOS being victimized here by Sanders and Galloway. SOS reversing it and a meeting of the minds. The champion on fire. Look out, double clothesline over the top to the floor. SOS on fire. Oh, wait a minute here. SOS getting his crowd behind him, trying to build up a head of steam. The champion, is he going to go airborne? Wait a minute, over the top, oh my God. SOS, 260 pounds plus over that top rope. Manson has made a blind tag. It's chaos here in Waterford. SOS trying to get up on the outside. He may be hurt. Meanwhile, Manson in the ring. Manson. He's measuring. There he is. He's measuring Marceau. Spear takedown by Manson. And now is the time for Manson to get some revenge on the French Paradox. On a chop in the corner. Manson is incensed. He is enraged. After taking that beating a few weeks ago with those thumbtacks. Now is the time for Marceau to pay. Clothesline to the corner by Manson. The whip to the near side. Another clothesline by the Insane One. Marceau doesn't know what hit him. The Institutionalizer, that's gonna do it. Hook of the leg too, forget about it.
Here are your winners, Vic Viper, SOS, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, and Madman Manson.
What a win for SOS, Madman Manson and Vic Viper. Manson came in and completely cleaned house at the end. The French Paradox never knew what hit him, but give credit to all three men. Vic Viper put up one hell of a fight. SOS took out Stu Sanders and Galloway with an unbelievable plunge over the top rope. What a victory for these three gladiators. But this situation with the Foreign Legion is far from over. No doubt we have not seen the end of this war. Look at Manson. SOS and Viper just eyeing down their opponents. Manson coming back to taste of victory this week on Whiplash TV. What a win for this trio. What a night. We'll be back next week with more great IWW action. We'll see you next week, everybody.